Hello guys, back again, back with another one on Chuk-d Football TV. Before we commence, please like, comment, subscribe to this channel. It doesn't take much to subscribe, guys. It's free. So please press that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Barcelona 3, Inter Milan 3. What can I say? Incredible game. Incredible game. Phenomenal match. You know me, first of all, I don't rush to do the videos. Like, I saw that after the game, everybody, content channels were already releasing videos and stuff. I take my time. So, because I like to simmer down and relax and get my thoughts together. Hence why I'm doing the video a day later. But incredible game nonetheless. Barcelona 3, Inter Milan 3. Where do I start from? I would say that so far this has been the best game of the semis. There have been a couple of incredible games this Champions League run as a whole. I would say the Inter Milan Bayern Munich was a good game. It was a great game. Obviously, Arsenal Real Madrid was an incredible game. What other game? Liverpool PSG was another hot game. But I would say this one had the most edge of your seats moments in comparison to those other games. And I'll tell you why. Let me start with Inter Milan. Inter Milan, they've been incredible this season. They are second on their league table, just below Napoli, who is leading them with 4 points. So Inter Milan, they're doing well. They've had an incredible run this Champions League. I don't think anybody really saw this coming for them to be in this position. In which I would even say that they're even more in a position of advantage compared to Barcelona. But we know that this is Barcelona. This year's Barcelona, you cannot write them off. You cannot write Barcelona off till that final whistle has been blown. Barcelona have been phenomenal this season. We all know they won I'm a Real Madrid and Arsenal fan, like I always mention in most of my videos. We all know that this year they've stepped on Real Madrid's neck. They've beaten us in 2 finals in the Club de España and the Copa del Rey. And we are still going to play them, I think, this month in the league. So I'm not even looking forward to it because they've just embarrassed us this year. Barcelona have been phenomenal. Their front 3 going forward score goals for fun. Barcelona is a club whereby it's like tit for tat. You score them 1, they score back. You score 2. This year, if you are leading Barcelona by 2 goals, you are still not safe. If you are leading Barcelona by 3 goals, you are still not safe until that ref blows the final whistle. They are relentless going forward. And with the inclusion of Ferran Torres, I thought now that Lewandowski is out due to injury, I thought, okay, they are likely to slow down and the goals won't be as, wouldn't be coming in as much as before. But Ferran Torres was like, what are you talking about? That he has really come and held down that position, that striking position. I don't know how they seem like a well-oiled team, Barcelona. They might not be the best defensively, but from midfield to the attack, they are incredible. They are something else. With Frankie de Jong, Gavi in midfield, with Koundé and Balde as wing backs, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, Rafinha, front 3. Those guys are something. And these guys can play for for 120 minutes. They are incredible. So I don't even know where to start with this game, right? Let's start with the first half. I didn't expect Inter Milan to come out how they did. Obviously, Inter Milan are fantastic defensively, as everybody knows, from their keeper, Jan Sommer, who has really been good. They have Dumfries, who I will speak about as well. They have Dumfries and Federico Di Marco as wing backs. Chanakoglu, Mkhitaryan, Barella in that midfield. They have Marcus Thuram, they have Taremi, they have Lautaro Martinez. These guys have a very well-structured team as well. Defensively, midfield, attacking-wise, Lautaro Martinez has been incredible this season. And has been incredible all year. I think he's a world-class player who is, I don't know if it's because of the club he plays for or the league in which he plays in, but his name isn't, when you mention, the world-class strikers like Harry Kane, Haaland, the guy for Newcastle, Alexander Isak, when you mention names like that, Mbappe, of course, all these guys, people forget to mention his name. And like I said, I don't know if it's because Italian league isn't what it used to be compared to, the Premier League and the Spanish La Liga. But dude is a world-class player. So at the beginning of the game, incredible goal by Marcus Thuram. Incredible back heel by Marcus Thuram. Lovely crossing by Denzel Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries was on smoke yesterday. He was on smoke yesterday. The guy wasn't, he wasn't joking. He was on smoke yesterday. And I knew that, and big ups to Dumfries because he's been elite for a couple of years now. He's been elite, and he's one of those players that are victims of the club they play for and a victim of maybe the league they play for, I would say, because he has been elite this season. So it's very good to see him. I think with this game, what this game has helped to do is put him out there now. So more eyes will be on him, going forward. He was phenomenal yesterday. He ran those channels. He's strong. He's like a bulldozer. He can cross. He can head. He can go forward. He can defensively. He's defensively sound. Dude is just the whole package. So they took the early lead. Let me see to be sure what time. So Inter Milan took let me see. So yes, Inter Milan scored their first goal at 1 minute. 1 minute into the game. That was when Marcus Thuram scored their first goal. And like I was saying before, Barcelona, I did not ever think Barcelona wasn't going to score, because we've watched enough games this year of Barcelona to know that you have to be like the wall of Jericho to be able to keep them from scoring. And even with you being the wall of Jericho, they will still find a loophole. So I never thought they were not going to score. But I actually also thought that because Inter Milan are very defensively sound, which we all know we all know Italian teams to be very defensively sound. That's what Italians are known for, or Italian teams are known for, defense. Their defensive prowess. So Inter Milan scored very early, 1 minute. Very incredible goal by Marcus Thuram, and they scored their second goal in 21 minutes. And by this time, when the second goal went in, I also knew that Barcelona was going to score at some point, but I thought, okay, after two goals, they were probably going to start defending for their lives. Because the thing with Barcelona is, once they smell blood, they're like a shark in water. Once they smell blood, it's curtains. Once they smell blood, it's curtains. I also actually think if Inter Milan had held that 2-goal lead into first half, they could have won that game. They could have won that game if they held that 2-goal lead to the end of first half. They could have won that game. But another person that had a world-class performance, Lamine Yamal. Dude was incredible. That guy is something else. Something else. It reminds me of, people say Lionel Messi, Neymar. It just reminds me of Arjen Robben. For those of us that have played the game that are left footers, I'm a left footer. I'm purely a left footer. So I play from the right wing, cutting into the left. It is a left footer is one of the hardest player to mark in football. And anybody that has played the game or that knows the game will tell you the same thing. Left footers is so easy for us. It's easy for us to be tricky. And that was what Lamine Yamal was yesterday. They had to double up on him. It was and even with doubling up on him, they still struggled, Inter Milan, defensively. They still struggled. They had to put Federico Di Marco on Yamal. And also, if you watch the game, you would see that anytime Lamine Yamal got the ball, Mkhitaryan was coming to help Di Marco double up. Each time Yamal touched the ball, they had to Mkhitaryan had to run in to help Di Marco double up on Yamal. And even with that, he had them on toast. He had Di Marco on toast. Look at me thinking before the game that Di Marco was going to rough him up and, body him and show him who is boss. Yamal was like, you this old man. Di Marco had to be taken out in second half. He had to be taken off second half. Dude, I don't know if he had a sprain or something or a hamstring. Yamal had that man on toast. Yamal was phenomenal. Yamal scored his goal in the 24th minute, and which was an incredible goal. With Yamal, don't allow him cut in, because once he cuts in and finds that space and he finesses that ball, it's over. It is over. And by the 24th minute, when Barcelona scored, I already knew the comeback was on. And it didn't take much longer. 38 minutes, Ferran Torres scored a very good goal. An incredible pass by Pedri. Nice layoff to Rafinha. Incredible tapping by Ferran Torres. Incredible instinctive tapping by Ferran Torres. 2-2. Now, big ups to Inter Milan, because most teams at that point will be like, you know what, let's fall back because we don't want to concede any more goal. Because at that point now, it's like a roof that is leaking. Then the roof spoils. Then goals start raining in or flooding in. That's what I thought. I thought, okay, now Inter Milan were going to fall back and defend. But no, they came to play. Inter, they really surprised me. They came to play. Marcus Thuram was very good in that game to his hold-up play. his whole hold up play in the final third. He was helping out defensively, dropping into the midfield, which against Barcelona you have to do. When you are playing Barcelona, especially this year, everybody has to defend. There's no, if you don't come back and defend, it's going to cost you. So, like I said, Dumfries was incredible. He was like an engine, going forward, coming back, going forward, coming back. And by the 63rd minute, he scored another goal, which made it 3-2. And at that point, I was like, okay, good for Inter. Inter have Inter are going to win this game. They're going to defend for the rest of the match and, beat Barcelona at the Nou Camp and obviously be more confident at the San Siro. But here we go with Barcelona, the Remontada Kings this year. Here we go with this Barcelona that don't just let up. For some reason, they seem to find a way. They did it against Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. They did it against Celta Vigo when Celta Vigo were leading 3-1. They just seem to find a way. Mentality monsters. Dumfries scored the second goal in the 63rd minute, and by the 65th minute, Rafinha Olmo with a nice layoff corner kick. Was it Olmo or Pedri? I think it was Olmo. And nice open leg by Yamal, and what a shot from Rafinha. What a shot. It was unfortunate that the goal didn't count as his. It counted as an own goal by Jan Sommer. But, man, Rafinha, the thing with him in these past few weeks, performance-wise, he hasn't been the best. But for some reason, he just tends to pop up with a GA, whether it's through an assist or a goal. This guy just tends to just pop up. He might be quiet for 50-something minutes of a game. Then this guy just pops up with an assist or a goal. What can I say, man? They are the best team in the world currently. And as a Madrid fan, I definitely do not want them to win the treble. I definitely do not want them to win the treble because, man, one of my closest friends is a Barcelona fan. He will eat me alive. He will grill me and roast me. So they've won 2 cups now, the Copa de España, the Copa del Rey, and it's looking like they're going to win the La Liga as well. As much as I just hope that they lose 2 more matches, and Madrid, even if Madrid wins the La Liga by 2 points or 1 point, I'll be so happy. We still have a chance, but this is not about Real Madrid. This is about Barcelona and Inter Milan. So it will be a very, very interesting game. It's going to be an interesting second leg at the San Siro. I think Inter are still going to go through. I think they're going to, and this is an early prediction, but I think they're going to win the second leg 2-1. And even the PSG Arsenal game, I think Arsenal is still going to win that game. I think Arsenal is going to edge that game, and it's going to be an Arsenal Inter Milan final in Germany. I think it's going to be an Arsenal Inter Milan final, but that is my prediction. A very incredible game. There's much more I can say about the game, but I don't want to be long-winded. For you guys that watch the game, you can, you already can use your own discretion to analyze the match. There's a lot I can go on for days, but I'll just keep it here. Enough of the talking. I'll keep it here. It was an incredible game. Yamal world class, Denzel Dumfries world class. Like I said, I'm very happy for him that he's getting his shine. It's been a long time coming. And yeah, until next time, till let's see how the second leg goes for both Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal at the Parc de France in Paris, and also the Barcelona Inter Milan game, second leg at the San Siro. Let's see how things go. And I think, funny enough, I think Barcelona and Inter would actually be the first game before the Arsenal PSG match. Yeah, because the last one Arsenal played first, so I think this coming one Barcelona will play first. So yeah, man, let's wait and see how things go. If you watched this video to this point, thank you. Please like it, subscribe, and I'd like to know your opinion. I'd like to know what you think, what your thoughts are about the game, or what your thoughts were about the game. Would you say that Lamine Yamal is the best? Would you say is the best right winger in the world currently? He's phenomenal. I think he's top 3. I wouldn't say he's the best. To me, Mo Salah is still the best right winger in the world for me, followed by Bukayo Saka, then followed by Yamal. I know you might be saying that I'm crazy, that Yamal is better than them, is better than Salah, is better than what's his name, Bukayo Saka. That's fair. I don't think you are wrong, but I would say he's the 3rd best winger in the world. I wouldn't say he's the first. I'll say Salah is still the first, but that's my opinion. I'd like to know what yours is. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.